wanted to make a play. I wanted to tell the story in a way that it can only be told in theatre. I didn't want to give a history lecture or a ideological speech. I wanted to make theatre. I had this most delightful discussion of Bram's youngest daughter, Ilse. And I arrived totally unprepared, and she started talking. And one of the things she tells that she got this absolute smile on her face. Her father was a really cock dancer. It's just that little quirky thing that I didn't come across anywhere else, and it eventually became a metaphor in the play, or it becomes a symbol of this, where Bram physically waltzes, and it becomes a moment of communication between him and his dead wife. So that is where the waltz comes in. It's a very subtle piece. We don't sprout politics or ideology or dogma. So we had to find ways to comment. And also it's a one-man show, it's a person talking. So for him to be critical of himself in an effective way was very, very difficult. He was 100% convinced of the efficacy and the appropriateness of communism for South Africa. I honestly believe that he really believed it. I don't think he was opportunistic, he honestly believed that this is the only way that South Africa is going to, the racial dynamics is going to be resolved in South Africa. That's a very interesting thing for me, is to find that moment when Bram actually became a communist. And eventually I gave up. What I was aware of very much was that there were still people around who knew and loved Bram. I didn't want to do hagiography. I didn't want to write a picture of a flawless man. But when 2008 came along and his centenary passed without any notice, I just thought, no shit, I want to do something. But he was well loved, and that is a surprising thing for me, that no one close to him has ever written about him. He really sounds like an amazing person. I was just fascinated by how a guy like Bram, and I mean, he was an intellect, he did study at Oxford, so that all had to do it had to do something with it. But I was interested, why on the one side you have Bram, on the other side you have P.W. Botha. What is the story with Bram? Why? And I suppose so it was more selfish than trying to get it out there. I really wanted to interrogate or investigate, how does this something happen? Was he, as you said earlier, was he a mutant? Was he? I was totally, I still am, to a large extent, intrigued by why he did what he did. What this play is bringing back to me is this, where you actually physically experience the returns that people, the emotional connection that the audience make to the play is extraordinary. I think a part of me still believes that that's what theatre should be, and here I got it, in a career of 30 years of writing, you maybe get it 3-4 times, and this is one of them. So yeah, it's been an extraordinary experience on that level.